Hey, how's it going, Dylan?
Hello, Denver. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thanks for having us out.
I'm glad to do it.
This is a really, really beautiful home.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure,
as
go
far as
ahead.
the provenance and things like that? How long have you owned the house?
I bought this house in late October of last year.
Okay.
That'd be 2012.
Now, are you from around here?
I originally had family from up around Blessing.
You know, in meeting you, I just met you a couple of minutes ago. You don't strike me as the fantastical type.
No.
So I don't think you would call us out here for any flights of fancy for anything like that.
I teach accounting and statistics.
Right. So
I passed the CPA exam back in 1993.
Okay.
So I have never seen anything. It's just other people have seen things.
Have you ever had an experience in your life of that nature?
Nope.
Do you believe or not believe?
I do believe. You know, my mother always told me, be careful what you near rap because they'll rap back. So I never have gone rapping, but
I've heard a variation of that before. Have we done that before investigations and had responses?
Really? So no, I never really. But so many people. I mean, the guys, my AC guys told me that. The plumbers told me that. The neighbors told me that the kids actually have seen an apparition.
Now, by neighbors, you mean here?
Yeah, right. Well, actually, down the hill. I own that piece of property. I rent it out now.
Oh, no.
And the plumbers and the electricians both have said the second floor is where they feel something.
Now, just kind of real quick, what have they just said they feel things or they have things happen?
Well, the plumbers would not go up there by themselves anymore. They said they felt like there was somebody behind them.
And these are grown men.
Grown men. And then my guy, I shouldn't say my electrician, my AC guy, Andre, came up, and he was working on the house, and he called. I've known Andre for 25 years, and he called me. I was in New Orleans. I was on River Road coming back from teaching on a Friday night, and he says, Denver, I don't want to ask you any questions, but he says, is there anything like stories with that house and all? And I said, why? He says, I feel really, really uneasy in that house. And when he came back up to finish the work on the AC, he wouldn't go in there by himself. He wanted me to go in, and when he came up the next time to finish the thermostats, he brought his wife, because he said he just feels like there's something.
And then you hadn't predicated his visit with any sort of information like that?
Well, also, Andre said there's some other weird stuff that doesn't make sense in the house.
I have to ask about that. What does that mean?
Well, you'll see it on the third floor. Nobody can figure out. Yeah, as I told you, this thing was used for some kind of drug rehabilitation center, and it was at a mental institution, and they used experimental treatments here. And my AC guy went up and actually videotaped the third floor. The third floor has a huge 6-ton unit in it. It's got 3 PTAC units on top of that, and a window unit just for one attic room up there. And he says it could bring the temperature down to 40 degrees. He said he didn't know
refrigeration unit.
Well, he doesn't know what the hell they were doing up there, though. No, that you wouldn't want to refrigerate an attic unit. I mean, no, I mean, it's got carpeted floors and everything you'll see, and there's also graffiti up there from a patient up there.
Okay.
Written on the wall. But, so he actually said he's never seen anything like it in his life. He said this is the strangest thing he's ever seen. Why would you want to drop the temperature so much in one room in the house? We can't find anybody that was connected with this house. They ran ads looking for them.
Really?
For the foreclosure and all that, and nobody showed up.
We understand there's a Civil War era cemetery around here?
There's a Civil War cemetery in Magnolia, and my local water guy, I wish I had his name, has actually told me, he hadn't come by lately, he's actually written a book about, he says, the Civil War skirmish that was here, and right over there, they call it Arrowhead Hill. He's got a huge collection of arrowheads. He said this was a big Indian trading in area at that point in time. But he says, so I think it was Grierson's raid, the Confederate forces came out, and he's got a little book he wrote. I think it says that they dusted it up right here.
Well, here's the high ground, right?
Yeah. The house is interesting. I mean, my carpenter, Hubert Varenhorst, says that underneath it's all mortise and tenon, which is kind of late for the period. This house was built about 1880. At that time, 1880. So obviously, whoever crafted it had a skill set that was probably pre-Civil War. So it's a. We'll see it. I mean, we can go down to the basement and all that. I mean, I'll take you through. It's just an interesting house.
Well, I can't wait.
The first time I saw it was like a film in that window right there, and a friend of mine who says, he called me, he was standing over there about where the doghouse is, and he said, look straight out, and he said, and then just glance up at that house, tell me what you see. So I told him, I said, I see a film, that's what it looked like to me.
Okay.
But he said, if you look at it, just right, he said, you'll see an outline. I was like, well, I don't see that, but I did see a filmy something. But then he came in, and the lady that lives there now, her son, you know, they were around in the house and catching bullfrogs and just being boys, you know. He'd come in, his eyes were like this. He says, Mama, you're not going to believe what we just saw. Well, several nights later, Charles came over to the house and he says, you're not going to believe what I saw in the house. And he said, and Stephanie saw it too. But there was a lady in white that drifted from the room with the air conditioner across to the other room and just kind of hovered a while and then just disappeared. And that's what they said. You know, of course, I didn't see it, but...
So what'd you see, buddy? Tell me in your own words.
It was over there. There's
on the other side of the house.
On the other side of the house, there's a door. We were walking around. He shined the flashlight up to the top of the door, and I saw a lady standing there. And I could see straight through her. She was wearing a white dress, and it had blue dots or something like that on it. And I could see straight through her.
Now she was looking out of the window?
Yes, sir.
You get the impression that she knew you were there?
Yes, sir.
So you knew she was there and she knew that you were there? Wow. And then did you look away and she was gone or did she disappear?
He shined the light back down and she was gone.
Were y'all freaking out a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, I would freak out a little bit.
Yeah, he was pretty excited when he got back to the house.
Well, that's good. That's the holy grail. Most people investigate their whole lives and not have a full apparition like that. So that's
what may have had me to believe him. Well, first of all, as far as he and I go, he's never lied to me ever. You know, and he's 10 years old now, and I've never had any reason to doubt him. But he come in describing her, not even knowing about the history of the house.
Right.
So then later on, we were being told that there's a lady and she's dressed in white, and you know she just drifts around the house from time to time, but mostly on the second floor. Wow.
You know what? So this is something that you're interested in doing? Mm-hmm. I've got a gift for you. It's my first ghost hunting camera, and we were just talking about it today. And it's believe it or not, it's a night vision baby monitor. And I'm going to give it to you. You charge it up, and you'll be able to use it. You got a handheld where you can set up a camera in a room. You can be in another room and look. And if something comes on camera.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're interested? Cool deal. It's yours.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. No, I mean, are you kidding? I can't think of a better person to give it to. A future ghost.
The PSP team snaps some pictures, then takes a tour of the house.
So, as far as you know, and as far as I've understood, there have been no claims downstairs.
No. You have to understand, the guys I've had in the house the past few times are Germans. I mean, real Hubert Vader and Horst and Adrian Huber. I mean, actually, German-speaking Germans that are working on the house.
Is there any way we can contact them, even by phone?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but they haven't seen anything. I mean, they're just like me. It's kind of like.
What about your plumber?
I'm gonna call. I've already called him. I'm waiting for him to call me back.
Okay.
If they hadn't seen nothing, I would. Yeah.
No. The other separate sets of guys. The Germans haven't.
The Germans
okay.
haven't seen anything.
All right.
This is the master bedroom.
Where will we date or age this bed?
That's a good question. This is a Charles Lee bed. I got it from a friend of mine. He puts it about 1850 or 1860 max. But the funny thing was, I had one of the ladies that used to be around here, and she says, "Oh, you got your bed back?" And I said, "No, I didn't." But there may have been a Sealy bed here at one time. It was very possible. This is what the house is doing. As you can see, they closed in the porch. And as you see there behind there was a very large building.
Wow.
And this is what it looked like before it got abandoned. Pretty much completely abandoned from 2008 until when I got it in October of 2012. No power, no water. The previous owner, Miss Lampton, and I can give you her name and number.
Right.
She said this was the hiding hole. See right here? She said they found some stuff. She said just some Polaroid pictures or something. That was the hiding hole.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Hiding hole. I wonder what they hid up in there.
See, you have to understand, when he built this, he looked out from here over his town. There's a whole town over there. And over here, where you see this vacant field, was the offices of the organization. And the train station was right over there. It's at Fernwood. So this balcony was built with a guy to oversee his empire.
Right. Unbelievable.
Yeah, well, you know, things fade
I
away.
was just saying, this is the window where the apparition was spotted by two different parties.
And when we came in here, it was really weird. And then one of the guys, Junior, that works with me, that does the trees, this whole window was covered in dead bees. It's very odd.
Just this window.
Just this window. In fact, it's still
When they came to this window was full of dead bees, and there's still a bunch of them right
Well, there were
there.
piles of them on the floor. I mean, they were everywhere.
Just this window.
Just this window.
Okay.
So this is the attic, you
This is
say?
the attic. And this is where supposedly we were told to get the treatment. If you look in there's a 6-ton unit. Wait, it gets better. You got a PTAC unit here.
Yeah.
You got a PTAC unit here. You got a PTAC unit here. Those run down to the compressor on the carport. And they put in a window unit. All for this one room. That's what my AC guy, he said, you never see anything like it. He says, yeah, I know what they were thinking.
They must have been experimenting with
I don't know.
temperature treatment.
And then you get a ladder and look up here. It actually goes up. This is another attic on top of one attic.
Jesus.
You could almost floor that if you wanted to, but we're not going to get to that point. And
I'm sure I'll end up in there with a camera.
Is this where you were talking about people wrote things?
that's just the graffiti from the patient there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the patient's graffiti.
I wonder what it says.
What are you reading? Whatever, it's some kind of stuff.
I just felt like I had a spider web in my pants.
Either that.
We have not really gotten up to this point yet, except to try to spot
Shawshank Redemption.
potential leaks.
It's a quote from the movie.
Are y'all ready for the investigation to start?
We have Tracy here. She's filming us setting up.
Hey.
You gotta turn the camera at yourself. Look at yourself.
Okay, so we're setting up right now. Did you film around and kind of see the wires and things like that we're doing? Did you do that? Yes.
Yeah, she did that.
Well, I mean, it's a mess. It's a big house. It's over 6,000 square feet. You know, but here, come take a walk. There's something that's going on with our equipment now. The people that have watched the show before will know that we use something to detect electromagnetic fields, and we've got a K2 and another meter. And occasionally they'll go off, and it's a big deal. But right now we've got something going on we haven't seen before.
It did stop.
All right, now do me a favor. We've got Melissa right here, a fellow investigator. Go get another EMF meter and see if it does the same thing.
Okay.
Because that'll be our control. Maybe one's malfunctioning, but even that, it's usually one green. So,
It's stained orange. I've done a walk through the whole house, all the way to the 3rd floor.
I haven't seen that before. Here we go. This is our control. What happens?
My device
Wait,
is off. Look, it's touching.
turn that one on. Go.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. You think it's this one?
No, because hers was just doing it a second ago.
And you're still okay?
That K2 is complete, like,
This?
all right.
Interesting.
Let's, this is freaking out. This is freaking me out a
I've
little
never
bit.
seen that.
I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Let's finish setting up. Let's lock down our cameras. Let's turn it off for now.
Wow.
Either they would go off constantly or not at all, but not intermittently. Because what's changing?
Right. It's giving me chills. Really. Oh my goodness.
Okay. No. It's not just going off constantly now. Stop. That will stop. Now one will come on, the other will come on. Well, I said, let's forget about it for a second. Let's lock all the cameras down. Let's go do sessions. See if we can get it to communicate. See if we can get interactions. That's,
That's pretty
you
cool.
ever seen it happen before?
But never like stop and then start back up again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
okay.
completely going.
All right.
3 different instruments, all indicating. Now the K2 never went back down, right? Okay.
It stayed on orange.
Well, let's stay on task. It's still early.
Yeah.
It's 8:10.
But now that those two devices she's got,
Yeah.
they both receive the same frequencies.
Yeah.
So the K2 doesn't mean.
They were within 3, well, no, what I'm saying is they were within 3 feet of each other. At one point, they were both going off, then one was going, then neither, I don't know.
Then hers would, and then mine did, like it was moving.
Right.
How many of those do we have? 3?
No, we have like 5, I think.
You have 5 of those?
Is it charged up there too like that a little bit?
Yeah, when I walked through with this, every room.
Are we out of cameras now? It's okay.
Every room all the way to the 3rd floor, it stayed, it didn't fluctuate. The weakest was just in the kitchen.
Yeah, okay. I see more of the floor now. We're setting up the cameras. I see you walking. I can see you up to your chest. Yeah, the only thing you do is the far corner. It's got to go higher, I guess. Here at Fernwood, Mississippi, at the Fernwood home, adjusting the ghost cameras. Is there a K2 meter and one of the other ones on top of the fireplace?
No, that's that motion sensor we found. Let's see if it goes off.
Well, it just went off and came on and went off by itself.
The one to the right?
Yeah, it came on and it did a big flash and it went back off.
Let me know if it does it again.
You see on the right hand side there, he's got a motion sensor, and on the left hand side is an EMF detector. But I think I caught it on camera, but that motion sensor just went off. It flashed real bright. Okay, it just flashed again and went back off. He just put that motion sensor above that fireplace. It's on the right, and when something passes in front of it, it's supposed to light up. It lit up twice for no reason. I don't know, unless there's something wrong with it.
The Fernwood, Mississippi Paranormal Investigation starts now.
All right, first session. It is 9:25 p.m. We're in Fernwood, Mississippi. This is Tanya. I'm Dylan. Now, this is the first session we're doing, and we're in the attic. I think it's called the attic.
Right on.
There's a 3rd floor. There's another attic upstairs, and we'll get into that, but it's not finished like this room is. Now, just as we got set up here, Kenny radioed to say there's some new information, so I'm gonna go on the mic here and kind of let you see what he has to say. I don't know yet. All right, we're rolling right now. What information do you have?
Yeah, we were just talking to the lady in the house next door, and she said that when this was a halfway house, it was a halfway house for women. This has just been about 10 years ago. It was called the KC House, and it was for celebrities only. And there's not a lot of information about it because no one wanted
They're
it to be
anonymous.
known that it was here. And she said that they would bring them in limos, and they never left. Like, it was all discreet.
Oh, that is interesting. That's something I would definitely like to research tomorrow. But we'll look into that. We're going to go ahead and start EVP. Thank you. Begin EVP session. First session, 9:26 p.m. in the attic. My name's Dylan. This is Tanya. We are investigators here to determine whether or not there's maybe someone here that doesn't belong here. It's quiet.
Very quiet.
Can you communicate with us?
Listening through my headphones, it sounds like a EVP of a woman saying, "Who is that?" or "Who is there?" Listen closely, and I'm going to try to repeat it for you.
Are we the ones that don't belong here, or is it you? You know, you're allowed to interact with us. You can speak to us, you can knock on the wall, you can touch us. Pretty much in any way, but what you can't do is follow us once we leave. That's something that is forbidden. And I guess if you want to be recognized, if you want people to know why you're here or why you don't want us here, now's your chance to let us know. Did you die in this house?
That's a vehicle.
Yeah, highway tires on the highway. Now we've heard that a lady has been seen in a second floor window.
I'd like to know if you can say your name. If there is someone that would like to communicate with us, if you can say your name. If there's someone here, did you live here?
Let's take it a step further. You know, she just said that the neighbor said this is a celebrity place. I can't wait to Google that. But, you know, you think about, I mean, I guess by the time someone makes it here, you know, with a drug habit, they're pretty down and out and, you know, pretty much rock bottom. And that's a lot of despair. So you would think maybe it'd leave some sort of an energy imprint. But does that explain, I mean, were they doing the treatment here with extreme cold? Is that
I'd
what
love
it
to
was?
know what that's about.
I mean, 4 wall units, a window unit, and then a 6.5-ton unit just for this floor.
Would they say it would go to 40
They
degrees?
said, yeah, the HVAC, the AC guy said that by design, it looks like it's supposed to keep this room below 40 degrees. And so you think maybe from a scientific or medical standpoint, I just saw light flash in that room.
A big light?
It was like almost like that blue light in the distance. Yeah, our little motion light that we have. Just like that. There's someone in there? What could that possibly be? Are there windows in that room? No. Let's go do a little investigating. I'm going to end EVP session because I'm going to be walking. What could there possibly be? But it was off to the left. Hello? Let me pick up the EVP again. Wait. Oh, is there any chance? Look, come here. Come look down this hallway.
Did it give a flag?
Yeah. Watch. Wait till the 20-second mark. Yeah. That's got to be it. It is it. And I saw it bleed in. Wow. If you want to, shoot a 360 the room, it's not very big.
I wonder if people were by themselves or if there was... I'm with you. I'd like to try to find out about that.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I was looking around over here, there's some of the drawings and stuff that people did. You want to take a look at that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try and minimize. Obviously, there are certain HIPAA protocols and things like that that would prevent us from revealing anybody that stayed here, and I would honor that, and I think the property owner, we all would. But I did notice some drawings and some writings on the wall, and let's take it, not that it glamorizes it a whole lot more, but you know, you wonder what celebrity, what rock star would have done this, but there are some drawings. Come see if they'll show up on camera. Well, here's one of their drawing instruments right here. Cigarette.
What is that?
It's an archway. They're doing architectural something. Drawing. Can you read that? Hands. No, Gil. Oh, someone's writing their name. G-I-L. Or C-I-L.
the sound of rain, like maybe on the other side of the wall? It sounded like a knock.
Yeah, it was something. Let's go check it out. Pickup EVP session. We heard a sound coming from. Sounds like the attic stairway. We're still up in the attic. It's about 9:45. We just heard a sound. Is there someone in here? Can you come talk to me? Okay, and EVP session. All right, we can wrap on that. We've been up here a long time.
On the next episode of Fernwood Paranormal Investigation.
If you're here, can you come walk up to the green light? I don't know what that noise was either. Is it the only way in and out? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What? I don't know why, I just beat my head straight up. Are you back here, hiding from us? Are you able to see the back of that wall?
The back of the wall?
Yeah.
Where the windows are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know.
I've seen it there.
I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's something crawling over my face and my head. Like a spider web. I seen like a white, well actually now that I'm thinking about it, it's almost like what I saw on DVR. The smoke was on the floor and I could have swore that I heard like something was shuffling. Oh God.
Check us out on Facebook, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you for watching the show.